trying to get him in the picture. There's someone that just drove past me now. They are... I don't like that. I don't like that perspective. They're someone. It's somebody. I don't want to define it too much, but it is a spirit. It is a spirit that I... Simbrodora. Era mengler kerabongloga argebre erto oblar iralbe hero. Yeah, let me not even interpret. I'm just going to put it in the spirit. You should learn to interpret tongues, because some things you can't say them out in the open. Some things you can't say them out in the open, so it's better to conceal them. And the best way to conceal it is to put it in the spirit. So arpe sarakar tupra ari rme ka ara kotor ka ara sapradia. That is the word for him. Today I'm dealing with this guy. The Lord says I need to deal with this guy. Now, dealing with spirits and spiritual things is not all of this guy that you need to deal with, because there's a lot of it. This guy is always going to be there. And I'm hearing Skyfall for some reason. Skyfall. But this part of the sky is the part that I'm dealing with. Which means here, there is a particular spirit. On this side. And I need to be very specific when I speak these things, because some of you might misinterpret my videos to say every tree has got this spirit, or every time the wind moves, then this is happening. When you move in the prophetic, God is very specific about things. There was a specific bush that Moses had to get to. Kera ambro, zora ambre terkishkator ombre tir erkifrko kor arki proskia. There was a specific bush that Moses had to get to that was burning, that God spoke to him. It wasn't every bush. It was a specific one. It was a specific body of waters that Jesus had to walk on. Not every single waters, a specific one. I'm not saying that you couldn't walk on any other waters, but he had to walk on these particular waters at this particular time for this particular people. Zapara, this cabro ora. Okay, now the sky behind me here. I started here. Now the sky behind me here is opening up in the spirit. So the sky is actually opening up. And I'm about to get into the spirit, but I'm going to delay it today. I don't want to get into it too quickly. I feel like I have a lot of time on my hands for some reason. I feel a lot lighter. It's because of this Illuminati stuff I've been speaking about. I hope you've watched my videos on Illuminati. They keep trying to block me from releasing those videos, but if you're a prophet in this generation, you need to know who the Freemasons are. You need to know who the Illuminati are. You need to know them. You need to study them. You need to find out about them. You need to know how they operate, who they are, where they live, all of those things. It's a word I've ignored for a long time, and why or how they run the cults that they have. It's not a word that I wanted to get into, because it has been mystified into the realm of secret societies and what the conspiracy theories. These are not conspiracy theories. They are there, they exist. They can't really hide it anymore. So the only reason I'm speaking about it now is because they have made their presence known, or at least the Lord has made my presence known to them and their presence known to me. So I know they are there. So the timing to deal with these words is probably now. I can sense my sister in the spirit. So this particular sky on this side has opened up. There's a channel here, there's a portal here. This, mind you, by the way, where I was last time, is an old age or retirement village. These are where old older people, more matured people. People don't like to be called old. Older people who have lived are stationed. And I'm saying stationed now because now I'm seeing them in a state of warfare, because their peace is being disrupted in the spirit. Obviously, I am the disruptor. I do disrupt people's peace. I know it's supposed to be Saramandro. Vescom pan prediar tarta ter parkir tartitor. That is hell speaking. Tari tereti atorta tarte teyar they're gathering inside. Now this place was peaceful just a moment ago. Now you can see or sense that the spirits are starting to move. The wind is starting to move. The wind was moving earlier on, but that was just the wind moving. I didn't want to spiritualize things, and perhaps you watch some of my videos and you try to spiritualize everything. Things are only in the spirit when you are in the spirit. Okay, everything is in the spirit. Everything is moving by the spirit. But your interpretation of things spiritual should only be done when you are in the spirit. Don't try to interpret the wind moving, for instance, as spirits moving around you when you're in the natural. All good and well, and by my own teachings for you, now my brothers in the spirit, these are spirits moving. But again, spiritual things are spiritually discerned, and to spiritually discern spiritual things, you need to be in the spirit. So yes, when the wind is moving, there are spirits moving. When the trees are doing what they're doing, there are spirits moving, and so on and so forth. But if you're not in the spirit, you will not be able to interpret it, or you will misinterpret it, or you will jump to wrong conclusions. So I'm just trying to, for those who do follow me and do follow after my teachings, 967, please just make sure that you're in the spirit before you interpret spiritual things, because you might mislead yourself and you might say, oh, the prophet said this and that, and then yeah, things can go very wrong very quickly. So just be careful. And I think I need to say that so that I can teach you deeper things now. I think that's where we last left it off. The red, blood, maroon-ish color. It's red. It is red. I'm not colorblind, but I have also associated with the maroon that I spoke about in the States, the woman in California and the accident. So that's the last prophecy I released. So I'm going to start there. So now I'm getting in the spirit. There's a cloud just hovering in the distance there, which means I'm going to be speaking about aliens again. Aliens again. Aliens again. People love this topic of aliens. And a white car just drove past and the clouds are white. So let me speak about the White House. Aliens in the White House. Aliens in the White House. I was going to create a shot for it, but I think the wind is really moving now. If you could hear it, the wind is intensifying. Like I'm actually being blown away by it. It's intense. And as per usual, let me try to come and speak at this place. Wow. Cars start to move all of a sudden. So now this is a manifestation of God, or of the Spirit of God moving. As you can see, the wind has intensified. The environment is changing, which also does come back to the other word I released earlier to say that weather phenomenon, whether it is the wind is moving in this direction, whether it is winds moving, whether it is earthquakes, whether it is lightnings, whether it is floodings, those things are caused by spirits. Nothing on earth is natural. And I say that again, nothing on earth is natural. Nothing that happens or occurs on earth happens on its own. There is a spirit that moves everything. There's let me just leave that word for now. Everything in the natural moves spiritually. There's a witch watching me. As in one of you is a witch that is watching this video. And you're trying to learn whatever you're trying to learn. Just know that I do see you, but yeah, it is well. It is well. So between aliens, which I'm supposed to be speaking about, the White House, and nature phenomena. Those are the shorts I've released on my channel this past week. If you have been following me, I'll be speaking about a lot about weather phenomena and how demons and witches are the ones who create these things, and they do happen. God has shown you many times in scripture how he himself can control these things, and how prophets can control these things. Elijah called fire from the mountain. Joshua stopped the sun, or stopped the universe from moving, however you want to interpret it. Sembro de Era. We know the Hebrew people, the priests, opened up the waters so that they could cross. Moses did it, the priests did it. There is either Elijah or Elisha pulled something out of the waters, and he even instructed someone to go and dip themselves in the waters that they might be healed. So the elements around us are spiritual. The elements around us are spiritual, and they are... I'm sensing blood. So let me go back to the aliens. I'm going to be jumping around a lot. Please forgive me, I'm being attacked as well as trying to teach you a word at the same time. Again, these are videos I generally do not like to release, but for teaching purposes. For teaching purposes, it is best that I teach you as they are. Even Jesus himself, many a times, did not... I'm not comparing myself to Jesus. Alright, that came out of nowhere. There was a spirit there. Kemaras ertobra aramendros erkikobra ageko kombra sheraproske bro. Whoa, okay, hello. So, again, retirement village, again, a lot of demonic spirits in there, but I won't get too deep into that. Reprendor ke prasindro esker perdevre irtindre. Okay, the Lord is speaking to me, please excuse me. Ramenro sertivar. Temendro Kirkubra Ir Remendra Keror. Okay, it's reminding me of the vision I had. BMW, Germany. Der Keprone Erkandro Shekuva Abesku Ark. Okay, Pirkudo or Imendro Kirkubra Arkepra Irkoske Nengro Kerodor Irmandra Ir Arkobra Ar. There's someone who watches my videos and gets offended actually, but you still watch them. Anyway, I'm curious by that. Okay, Sapon, Merkabrode, Remre Torter. This is a gateway to that village that I spoke about. It is a stronghold. It is a heavily demonic spirit. Very powerful. Merkera, heavily guarded. There are guards that guard that place physically and spiritually. Eronembra Arkiproi, Merte Eze Mengroi, Moirkebro Supradea. But there is another word for another time. There is a rape victim, survivor, sombrede. I don't know how you want to define yourself, but let's speak survivor. You keep going back. You keep going back. You keep going back. You keep going back, and you... I'm gonna walk backwards for a moment. I hate walking in the shade. I will, for some other video, tell you why, but I don't like to walk in the shade. Arkirkobro Orke Marke Val Kilmer. I don't know if Val Kilmer is still alive, but Val Kilmer, the Lord is looking for you. I don't know what you have done, Toby Maguire as well, since I'm on the Val Kilmer word. Toby Maguire, I saw him being involved in some P -- file activities. I don't want to speak the word because then so Toby Maguire, I saw him being involved in some P .. file activities. Now I don't know what to do with that. The vision just came and I need to deal with it when I deal with it. I'm so far in the spirit now. I need to make sure that I can locate myself back because I'm very far. I'm very deep. I know, it looks like I'm still in the same place doing the same thing, but I'm deep in the spirit right now. Bill Gates, Bill G. There's an island I'm going towards. I'm literally walking on waters in the spirit. Speaking about walking on waters, I'm walking on waters in the spirit. There's an island I'm walking towards, and it's hidden. It's hidden both spiritually and in the natural. Obviously, there's going to be kids here. Obviously, it's elites and people of that caliber that come here that rape, have sexual intercourse with, again, the P -- files of the world, of the elites that come here for these people. Now, this island will never be discovered because it will never be discovered. Let's just put it like that. So I'm going to have to drown this place. That's the only way people will see it. Somehow this place needs to be highlighted. So I'm going to drown. I'm going to flood it. Ramarte Varder, and somehow this will make it into the news about this island that was discovered. But has always been there, because then the buildings will be there, so people will know that there has been activities here. Anyway, so back to the aliens word. Kemorada ar Toriber Teketor Enklar Tofer Paridenkre Krakobra Ach Broi Korkirakien Trakrayol Klork Kierki Kokar Kiar Kerokor Arkikro Irkuyorombra Ak. These are the aliens now. Kerioki was just spirits, but you will know them as aliens. Kinyan Karkin Rekerkiorkin Kriarkiyorki Korki Kriakokraki Arki Orakiorki. Okay, it's a deep word. Let me not go too deep into that. But anyway, so aliens in the White House. People keep speaking about lizards or creatures that have been seen in the White House. You might call them aliens, you might call them lizards, you might call them green, whatever you want to call them. Body snatchers. But again, these spirits are being seen in the spirit or being discerned in the spirit, because in the natural they are just people there. They are aliens in the White House, the Illuminati, the elites, the whatever you want to call them, that do run the place, but these spirits are seen in the spirit. But again, they're not hiding very well, because everybody sees, everybody discerns them. They just don't know how to define them. They are aliens to you, demons to me. Again, if you watch any alien movie that you ever see, those are demons. They look like demons, they act like demons, they are just on a very intelligent level, but that's not to say that demons are not smart. It's not a word I like to speak about a lot, but demons are actually a lot smarter than most people are, because they have seen so much. They know a lot. They know a lot. Even when Jesus tried to separate the spirits from the body, they spoke back to him. It was another word I was trying to use. I don't know why it didn't come out. But the spirit spoke back to him coherently. He understood them, they understood him, and they instructed or asked the Lord for another outcome, and they did so. So spirits are very intelligent. So for spirits to be in a White House, controlling it, dawns, deliveries, and so on and so forth. It's not as far-fetched as you might think. I know they exist and I know that they're there, but it is you who do not necessarily know these spiritual things and see those things, and you wonder what it is that you've seen. It's demons. Demons run the world. Demons run the world. Demons run the world. Demons run the world. The devil himself runs the world. I know he's been defeated, but, and I'm not going to say this just on paper, but let me put it that spiritually he has been defeated. At the end of time, he has been defeated. There's nothing else that God can send on this earth to reveal that he has been defeated, except when he does fully get revealed and then gets tossed into the lake. But he is defeated. How would I define this? It's like kings and kingdoms. The times of kings has, for instance, come and gone. There really aren't that many royals on earth. People hardly ever really recognize them in the way that they used to back in the days in terms of power and association. But there are still kings that sit on thrones and have the appearance of power, which is what the devil has. He has an appearance of power, but really no authority about it. They can't really decree or declare anything. They can't. But they have the appearance of power. Let me just leave it at that. That's what the devil has right now. He has the appearance of power. He is defeated. His keys have been taken from him, but he still is as he always was. So if you look upon him, you will make the mistake that he is still seated in that place of power. But if you discern him and know what has been done, you will know that he has been unseated. He has been unseated, but people still see him as Saraya until the time that he's dealt with. It's a hard word to define. But the devil is there. He has been defeated, but at the same time, it's like, if I can put it like this, Sekaro do Ambrodia, a snake that has had its head cut off. If you find that snake, and those people who study snakes will know these things, the venom, even though the head has been cut off, the venom is still in the fangs. So if you mistakenly handle that head, that snake, and touch the fangs, you will be poisoned. Even though the snake is in essence dead, the head has been cut off. When you touch its fangs, the venom is still in the system, which is what the devil is. There's someone I'm looking at, sorry. He has been defeated, Mahara. Just look into my eyes if you're able to. Where's my video? Even I can look into my eyes. Okay, hold on. Let me do it to myself first. Shabar Tivar Piredo Kingro Kiara. Kiara Mertefra and Ray Arkish Brea. Cobradia. Look into my eyes. I'm gonna reanoint you. There is something in my eyes that you need to see. Or someone in my eyes that you need to be in touch with. Stop looking around me. I can see you trying to see me, but you are unable to look at me for some reason. I know why, but control yourself and look into my eyes. Shebare, Santrigar, Merter, Maradam Bresea. Just receive whatever God wants you to see. Just receive it. Sharide, 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 more, Sharide. Sharide, Sharide, more, Sharide, 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 Sharide. I'm hearing thunders in your voice. When you speak, you will speak with authority. Maries Kebroner, Girmehez Birehaja Bradembo, More de Brodor, Beridimbra de Redambra d'Arte Brede, by Redembre Dambra. Let me make my way back. I've seen what you need to see on this side. Imora Kabara Askabar Andredi. I need to speak on immortality. I need the person who needed to see that part of me. I hope you receive whatever you needed to receive. Saramandre Keredonge. Kahur or Sivara. Alright, I need to teach you how to control the wind before I leave. Semor skiprar sarhimbre der kishkobro oza. Jamen kerdeve somarte ferte shempreski. Earti shi pronivra handre. Just feel the wind moving around you. Shimeyo. Shinshkinisi hindro shirahor sarhur prosubradie. Fien trishkibr aye. Fien shkimprtehande hepro. God will protect you, don't worry. Yempro, your prophetic is about to rise at an astronomic level. If that is a word. It's gonna get really high. Rebres compradish que brone sku horske e ke shefro ashke prosi proke Jean peredeje cobra ar merte ebro merde pescan radia. The Lord give you authority and power. Pena ricabradi nendre kebroye. The Lord give you authority and power. Meredishko pro en tredia. The Lord give you authority and power. Merte endro corri he predia. Ramen roderte brodera. Just repeat these words after me. Man try ke o. 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 Se broder predindre. May you predict the future. May you predict the future. May the future be deposited inside of you, and may you know what is to come. May you know what is to come. May you know what is to come. The Lord give you power. The Lord give you authority. The Lord give you power. The Lord give you authority. Thank you for listening. Be blessed.